All right, let's talk about something real. We're going to get into a topic that every single person who's ever put capital on the line has felt right in their gut. We're not talking about the highlight reels, the big wins. Nope. We're talking about the struggle. There's this great equalizer in the market. It doesn't care if you're trading crypto, Forex, stocks. It doesn't matter if you're brand new or a 20-year vet. There is one single trial by fire that really decides if you're going to make it in this game. So what is it?
That's the one, the losing streak. And listen, it is so much more than just a few red days on your P&L. It's a full-blown psychological battle that can and does break even the most promising traders. So let's really get into this.
Okay, first things first, if you're in a losing streak right now, or you're just climbing out of one, you need to hear this. You are not alone. This is a rite of passage. It is an absolutely 100% inevitable part of the journey. So what are we really talking about here? A losing streak isn't just one bad trade, right? It's a series of them. It's a pattern of loss that does way more than just drain your account. It comes for your confidence, it makes you question your entire strategy, and it wages war on your mental state. And this is what the pros get that beginners often don't. The veterans, they don't talk about if they're going to have a losing streak. They talk about how they're going to manage it when it comes. See, for them, losses aren't failures. They're just a cost of doing business. The goal isn't to never lose. That's impossible. The goal is to live to trade another day. And that brings us to the most dangerous part of all this, the psychology. Because it's almost never the first loss, or even the second, that blows up an account. No, it's the chain reaction, the downward spiral that gets triggered inside our own heads. This slide right here maps out the road to ruin perfectly. It starts with a hit you just didn't see coming. Maybe a sudden market dump wipes out a position you were so sure about, and it stings, right? So what happens next? You throw your plan out the window. You start thinking, my strategy's broken, I gotta make that money back, like right now. And that leads straight to step 3. You start sizing up like crazy, going way too big, just hoping one lucky shot will erase all the red. And then, the final nail in the coffin? The revenge trade. You're not even trading the market anymore, you're fighting it. And this is the fundamental conflict, laid out plain and simple. Over here, you've got the emotional trade. It's impulsive. It's driven by pure fear of more loss, or the greed to get it all back in one go. Risk management? Totally ignored. And on the other side, you have the disciplined trade. It's planned. It follows the strategy, win or lose. And risk is managed like a hawk on every single entry. When you're in a losing streak, this battle, it's happening right between your ears. Okay, so we get the problem. We see the psychological trap. Now, how do we get out? Let's talk tactics. Let's talk about the game plan for stopping the bleeding and taking back control. Think about it. You're down bad. Your confidence is totally shot. And you feel that pull, that urge to place just one more trade to make it all right. In that exact moment, what is the single most powerful, most effective thing you can possibly do? That's it. Seriously, you just walk away. You shut down the charts, you close the laptop, you go for a walk. The absolute best trade you can make when you're emotionally compromised is no trade at all. You have to break that cycle. So what you do after you walk away is absolutely critical. This right here is your recovery playbook. Number 1, take a real break. A day, maybe 2, whatever it takes to get your head clear. 2, go back to your written trading plan. Is it still solid? If it is, you commit to it like it's gospel. 3, set a hard stop, a daily loss limit that once you hit it, you are done for the day. No exceptions. And finally, go back and look at your losing trades, but do it like a detective, not a judge. You're not looking for who to blame, you're looking for clues and lessons. Getting through one losing streak is a win, but building a real career in trading, that means forging long-term resilience. This is about moving past the quick fixes and really starting to master your own mind. And this is maybe the single biggest truth in all of trading. The market's just going to do what the market's going to do. It's not personal. The real opponent, the one you have to beat every single day, is that person staring back at you in the monitor. It's your own impatience, your own fear, your own ego. This quote from one of our sources just says it all, doesn't it? This trader is admitting that in the past, they took the shortcuts, those revenge trades, that crazy sizing to try and escape the pain. But they learned the only way to actually survive and grow is to face it head-on with pure, raw discipline. No shortcuts, no tilt, which is trader speak for making emotional, irrational decisions. Just execute the plan. That's the path.
So that brings us to the end. We've talked about what a losing streak is, we've broken down that dangerous psychological spiral, and we've laid out a real playbook for recovery. But the conversation doesn't stop here, because now we want to hear from you. What's your number one rule, your go-to move for when the market is just not going your way? Drop it in the comments. Your strategy might just be the one thing someone else needs to hear to survive their own storm.